Actually, I remember one time when we were visiting one of the tents, and one of the families had a new baby. And I was like, oh my goodness, congratulations, just so happy for them, that they had this new little baby. And they said, yeah, we're preparing for another genocide. The Yazidi people, they are a people group that have actually experienced about 73 to 74 genocides.
I found myself here in northern Iraq, Kurdistan, and I really realized a year in how naive I was when I first came. I had no idea of what consisted of northern Iraq. I remember I came here for a visit, and kind of by a fluke, I wasn't supposed to be here, but an opportunity opened up. And I remember contacting the leader here, thinking, okay, Iraq, so I'm gonna fly into Baghdad. But they said, no, not Baghdad, it's Erbil. And I'm like, Erbil? I thought the capital, and I was very confused. Anyhow, I fly into Erbil, and as we're driving to the Hook, where I currently am now, I saw all these signs of Kurdistan, and a different flag than the Iraqi flag. And I was so confused, and I'm just like, I asked the driver, wait, Kurdistan, am I going in another country?
One of the things that I am proud of, of Iraqi and Kurdish people, they are very welcome to strangers.
The way they have treated me, I feel such profound love. I feel that the fathers and the mothers, they have always viewed me as a son, and I didn't have to do much. I often just have to smile, and it's that welcoming heart that has made it easy for me to stay here.
The Kurds are a beautiful people group, very diverse and very resilient.
Yeah.
And the Kurdish people have actually been divided between 4 different nations. They're in Turkey, southeastern Turkey, they're in Syria, they're in Iran, and also in the northern part of Iraq, which is, called Kurdistan. The people, a lot of them have carried some painful things, along this journey. But at the same time, they have a saying that they have no better friends than the mountains. And with that saying, it's because, they've had to flee to the mountains many times. So as you may know, back in 2014, ISIS came and swept through different parts of Iraq and Kurdistan, different parts of Syria as well. With that, there was many, thousands and thousands of Christians and Yazidis that were targeted. And actually, there were even Muslims, if they wouldn't comply, that they also had to flee.
Yeah.
It was something that really devastated the lives of the people in this region, as there were people that were beaten, people that were just killed in the streets. There was just mass murdering, people being raped, little babies just being torn out of the womb, just terrible, terrible, unjust things taking place.
As I remember, I lived in Sinjar for 10 years from my childhood. Then in 2014, 3rd of August, when ISIS came, everything changed. It was around 2:00 a.m. when they came, and all the city were sleeping, no one knows. The men, they go to fight with them, to not let them to, because they were taking women and killing men. And it's our land, we don't want to give them. When even when they came with us, The ISIS was in the same village that we are staying in Wardia, and they asked men, only men, to come, like over 18, or they will kill them, or they will use them to fight against their people. The next morning, we decided we have to go. We must go, and we cannot stay there because it's very dangerous. And you know, the ISIS is with us, and we know what they're doing, and they hate us. We went to a mountain next morning. Our family, we didn't have anything, only the water. The day 8, we went. It's a place also in the mountain, but it's a different one. It's called Karse. That place was so much better because, you know, there were trees and like many other things. We stayed there for one night, and the good thing was the American was sending us the food by helicopters, and you know. We were not in the top of the mountain, but we were in the down. So at the night they say that ISIS is coming, and they will come to the mountain again. And I was sleeping, and my other siblings, all they were sleeping, and this was hard for me because this was the first time that I saw my father is crying. It was like around 4 a.m. They told that Yapage is coming, and they will save you and take you to the Kurdistan, northern Iraq. When I reached there to the Kurdistan, you know, I know I'm safe and I'm in a safe place, but like still they were talking maybe they will come here also, but because, you know, came from the hardest thing, and this was very good for us to stay in a place that there is no ISIS. We stayed there. The people they were very good. They gave us food, water. They gave clothes to many people. Then we came to the Khabur camp. In Sinjar we had home. And here there's no, like, you don't have home, there's only like camps and tents.
So I mean, these camps were never designed for long-term use. It was to suit the crisis, but as you may know, many of these people now have been in camps for 6, 7+ years. And so, yeah, the tents, because of the very strong heat and very cold winters, they don't last, and so they begin to leak. They were never really designed for long-term living. And so that, together with the restrooms, bathing and toilet use is very difficult. The plumbing, the food situation.
The hardest and the very difficult is living here is very hard in the winter, and some tents are sometimes they are burning. Many people die because of the burning tents, and sometimes 3 tents are burned together and people are dying. And at the same time also in the winter it's very difficult because the water is coming inside of tent.
Being blown away by how close everyone lived to each other. It was just unbelievable. It was hard to imagine. We have over 20,000 people on both of our camps. We try to do what we can here, whether it's handing out blankets or giving kerosene out for their heaters. But you can imagine that the circumstances are very tough.
What I learned from this hard and tough situations, is when you fall down, that's not the end. when you okay, like take a rest and learn from what you go through, but you need to get up also again. And this is the most important thing, that you don't give up.
Our family is here, you know, we've been together just reaching out, but then also with the MFI staff and volunteers, the locals. We really feel blessed and honored that we have this platform as MFI to be able to get into different IDP camps, to be able to get into different refugee camps, to be here, you know, in the community. You know, as you know, the Yazidi have had to flee because of ISIS. You know, the Christians have had to flee because of ISIS. You know, the Kurds themselves, you know, they have story after story of, you know, struggles and things that they've gone through. And so with this diverse people group, all these different diverse people groups that are here in this region, we feel so blessed to be able to build relationship with them, to be able to take time to hear their stories, you know, to be able to say, you know, we want to pray for you because God hears, you know, and He cares for you, to be able to see God answering prayers. Just wanted to encourage, you know, if you think about this region of the world, you know, although sometimes it may not be in the news, sometimes when you see the news, you might just see negative things, that actually these people they're just beautiful, they're very hospitable, they're such loving, kind people that when you come, you just feel like this is home, you know, they want to just take you in. And you can't go past a place with them offering you a cup of tea, you know, or coffee. And so just remember these people, you know, and if there's a way that you want to be able to partner, you know, with us as MFI, you know, whether it's coming here, you know, to serve for 10 years or coming, you know, for a couple of months, or maybe you're not able to come and you want to be able to sow a seed of, you know, sending a gift of $50 or, you know, $100, whatever it may be. You know, every single little gift, you know, every single way that you want to partner can make a difference in the lives of the people here. So continue to pray for them. You know, pray that they would know that they do have better friends in the mountains, and that that we would be able to continue to make a difference in the lives of the people here.